Now that everyone's reviewed Shazam already, I feel like, you remember Jumanji and there was a stampede of rhinos, and when the stampede goes by, there's that one little rhino that's like, I've probably used that comparison before, but that's what I feel like right now. I feel like the stampede of Shazam reviews have already happened, and I'm like, wait, here's mine, in case you care. So, alright, let's review Shazam. And also, let's appreciate the fact that John Glover's in this movie. That's the third DC property I can think of him in. And the second one where he has a bald kid, so that was cool. Alright, now, let's review Shazam. Shazam! Just for effect. So Shazam is the newest DC movie, and I don't even know if the DC Cinematic Universe is still around, and I don't care to know, and it doesn't need to be around, and Shazam's a testament to that. In fact, Aquaman's a testament to that too. Other than one throwaway line, Aquaman's its own thing. Shazam's its own thing. It looks like DC it's found its way. And its strength is not creating a cinematic universe because Marvel did it. The strength comes from telling a compelling story with interesting characters. So the story of Shazam revolves around a teenager named Billy Batson. He's good at heart. He has a bit of a chip on his shoulder. And I totally understand, I get it. But then he runs across the wizard Shazam, played by Jaimin Hunsu, who's like, look, I usually have a really stringent and strict screening process while doing this, but I'm out of time, so now you're the hero. Just say my name. So every time Billy says Shazam, he becomes an adult superhero, but he's still a kid. And now we have our newest superhero movie. First of all, let's talk about how good Zachary Levi is, because Zachary Levi really had to hit the zone here. And Zachary Levi's perfect casting, because Zachary Levi has this like youthful vigor about him. Whatever youthful spark that keeps him spry, he hasn't lost it yet. It hasn't gotten grounded and pounded out of him from life yet. Hopefully it never does, but he uses that here, and he's perfect here. Because when Billy becomes the hero, Zachary Levi, you still really buy the fact that he's a kid. And that strength doesn't just come from Zachary Levi. It's Zachary Levi delivering what the script gives him. In the script and the story, it makes him do what a teenager would do if he became an adult with superpower. I mean, think of it. What would, like, a kid's not gonna be like, I'm gonna be a hero. I mean, a lot of us kids, we said that, but if we had superpower, all right, how did the conversation go in junior high? You tell me. Yeah, I'm sure it was all noble about stopping bad guys, right? Not about getting chicks, sure. So they put him through that process, his character arc. It's a coming of age story. He doesn't see it as superhero, he sees it as guy with powers. It's something I really wanted to see in this movie, and I got in this movie. Also, the chemistry between him and one of his foster brothers, the one who played Eddie from It, can't think of his name right now, but he played Eddie from It. And he's great in this movie too, and the chemistry between the two works. Actually, between Billy Batson young and Zachary Levi, Billy Batson old. I mean, older, not that someone his age is old. And Mark Strong plays the villain in this movie. Yeah, Mark Strong is not, actually, yes, he did play Sinestro. Yeah, whatever, Lionel Luthor's a cameo in this movie. We've got, comic book movies have become so prominent that we're gonna get crossover. Used to be an anomaly, now it's just the way. But Mark Strong's the villain. He plays Dr. Savannah. Forgot the name for a second. He plays Dr. Savannah, which he's fine. He's not the standout though, and he shouldn't be. And I totally get why they had him be the villain in this movie and not Black Adam. Because I feel like Black Adam would be like, oh, The Rock. The Rock completely eclipsed everybody else. The Rock has that's The Rock's superpower. He's a force of nature in Hollywood. So as The Rock was cast as Black Adam is the nemesis of Shazam, or at least the superhero who says Shazam, whose name is not Shazam. So I imagine they're saving Black Adam for the sequel. This movie is the introduction to Billy Batson's character. This movie is about him and him learning to be a superhero, so they have a villain who's there to push him into that direction. That's what Mark Strong does. He does it very well, and he does it without eclipsing Zachary Levi or the character Billy Batson. And when it's just Mark Strong, actually, I really liked him as a villain. It's when he's fighting CGI demons, that's when I was like, oh, I don't care about that as much. I remember the laughs. I remember Billy Batson figuring out his powers. I remember the coming of age element. I remember when this movie sticks in the pocket of what I heard it was going to be, what I was hoping it was, and it was, which is Big meets Superman. If Superman had the powers of Raiden. Just, there it is. When I said Raiden, not Thor. The fights come secondary in this movie. They're not the point of this superhero movie. The point of this superhero movie is Billy Batson figuring it out. In a comic book movie saturated world, Shazam comes along and it made it feel new again. It kept me laughing. It was hilarious. It had great camaraderie. And in the end, like to its core, it's a story about family. And the family message in this movie, it hit me. It got to me. A couple times I was there like, is my lip quivering? What's happening? Since when did the DC movie start doing this to me? I'm not crying. You're good. Shut up. In the end, I will say Shazam is worth watching and worth buying on Blu-ray. Nah, whatever. Screw it. Shazam! It's too good to not do. Like that effect was too good to not do. Point is, Shazam's great. I think you have a good time with it. Watch it. All right, so Shazam, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you thought, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.